Hello, my name is Jarosław Stakuń. I'm Principal Solution Architect at Red Hat. In this presentation, I would like to give you an introduction to our newest offering within the OpenShift platform family, which is OpenShift Plus platform. So the Red Hat vision and the strategy is called Open Hybrid Cloud, and in this vision, we want to provide a unified platform that can be deployed on any kind of hybrid infrastructure, which could be either on-premise physical or virtual environments, or public clouds, or some edge locations. For all those types of infrastructure, we provide a unified Kubernetes-based application platform that can be used to host any type of applications, which could be either more kind of legacy platforms or could be a cloud native or some newest type of applications, like for example data analytics or artificial intelligence and machine learning solutions. And of course everything powered by the Red Hat Enterprise Linux operating system. So let's get started with some introduction to OpenShift Plus platform. So in general, the OpenShift products can be consumed in two ways. So the first way, the most kind of common, is self-managed OpenShift, which means basically that it is the customer responsibility to deploy and maintain the OpenShift environments. And OpenShift Plus platform belongs to this type of the solutions that we are offering. So the OpenShift platform provides a set of components that can be installed by the customer or any type of supported infrastructure, which could be, as I mentioned, either private or public cloud. On the other hand, we have also the managed OpenShift services offerings, which are available on 4 major public clouds. With this offering, basically you don't need to install or maintain the OpenShift environment. This is done by the service provider, and you only consume the OpenShift platform. And our vision is to provide as much consistent as possible experience across these different types of services and different types of the platforms. So talking about the self-managed OpenShift, so we have had for quite some time 2 versions of OpenShift. So the Kubernetes engine, which is kind of entry-level OpenShift platform that is focused mostly on providing the Kubernetes infrastructure, which includes the operating system, the Kubernetes networking, and some tools for maintaining the for administration of the platform, as well as the OpenShift virtualization component. Then we had a more advanced version called OpenShift Container Platform, which adds additional application and developer focused components, which includes the developer console, log management and metering, also the monitoring, serverless based on the Knative, service mesh based on the Istio, CI/CD pipelines and GitOps based on the Tekton and Argo CD, as well as additional component insights that allows you to monitor proactively, that allows us to monitor proactively your OpenShift environments and provide you some advisory around the cost, subscription, and the configuration of your clusters. And on top of it, we created a new offering called OpenShift Platform Plus, which extends the capabilities of OpenShift Container Platform with additional components that allows you to manage the multi-cluster or multi-cloud environment where you have a fleet of OpenShift clusters and you want to have a centralized solutions for managing the environments from the operational point of view, to be able to manage the application portfolio, how they are deployed and distributed across the fleet. This also includes the security component that allows you to monitor the configuration of your cluster, configuration of your application, as well as the running applications. So this picture shows you in kind of more visual way how all those components work together, how they what kind of capabilities, functional capabilities they provide. So you can see on top of the picture OpenShift Platform Plus with three major add-ons that are provided in this offering. So the Advanced Cluster Management for Kubernetes, which is the multi-cluster management solution, Advanced Cluster Security for Kubernetes, which is the application and cluster security solution, and Red Hat Quay, which is a global images registry. There is also a fourth component, Data Foundation, which recently has been renamed from the OpenShift Container Storage, which provides the capabilities of the software-defined storage that can be installed either as part of the cluster or as an external deployment connected with the fleet of the clusters. So the OpenShift Plus platform introduces new capabilities around the deployment of multi-cluster OpenShift environments, where, as you can see, you can have multiple clusters, OpenShift clusters, managed by the central multi-cluster management layer, where we can deploy those three components I have mentioned. But also we have introduced number of new components around the networking and the storage that allows you to manage in a centralized way the whole ecosystem of the OpenShift clusters. So here you can see some examples of the new offerings, like the new load balancing, the service mesh federation, the IPsec based interconnect between the separate clusters networks, as well as the multi-cluster storage, which provides the capabilities for asynchronous replication between of the data between different clusters. Of course, we don't want to kind of lock you in OpenShift and force you to use only the capabilities that we provide. Hence, we build a large ecosystem of partners who gives you different alternative solutions to the functional capabilities that we provide with OpenShift. So as you can see here on the pictures, there is a lot of different solutions that can be integrated with OpenShift. Is certified, has a certified integration with OpenShift. The only basically required layers for running OpenShift is the Red Hat Enterprise Linux and specifically the CoreOS version, so the RHEL that is optimized and dedicated to run only the containerized workloads. And the Kubernetes orchestrator is, of course, it needs to be one that we provide as part of the OpenShift. And other functional layer can be replaced or extended by different third-party solutions, like you can see here on the picture. So now let's talk a little bit about the additional components that we provide in the OpenShift Plus platform. So first of those components is Advanced Cluster Management for Kubernetes. As we have learned during the couple of years of our journey with offering the OpenShift platform, the adoption of Kubernetes sooner or later will lead to build multi-cluster environment. Of course, you can start very small with just, let's say, two or very small number of clusters, but over the time you might want to grow. And to be able to grow, at some point you will need to have a solution that allows you to manage multiple clusters from single control plane. And this is what advanced cluster management for Kubernetes provides. So the solutions has four major capabilities. So the first one is multi-cluster lifecycle management, which allows you to provision, to upgrade, and to manage the lifecycle of the clusters from the single control plane. The second one, policy-driven governance, risk, and compliance. So this basically means that there is a built-in policy engine that allows you to use and to create different policies and enforce those policies across the fleet of the clusters that are managed. This also allows you to manage in central way the configurations of your cluster, so that you can provision the clusters and configure them based on some standard policy-driven configuration. The third capability is related to the application lifecycle management. So with this, with the ICM, you can implement the central provisioning of the applications to the clusters. So you can create or deploy a set of applications, and then you can decide which application should be deployed to which clusters. And the fourth capability is around the multi-cluster observability. So ICM can collect and store for a long time metrics created by the clusters, and it provides a set of dashboards that can be utilized to monitor the consumption of resources of your cluster, but also can be used to predict how to grow the cluster in the future, what additional capacity should be added. Second component is advanced cluster security for Kubernetes. So here again, we have learned over a couple of years of providing the Kubernetes platform that there are different reasons and different sources of security challenges. So as you can see here on the right hand side, the most common reason for security issue is some misconfiguration, but also it is important, some other important issues are detection of the incidents during the runtime, so when the containers are running on the platform, as well as detection of some vulnerabilities, or some CVEs or other issues, well-known issues that needs to be fixed before the application will be deployed. So in order to cover the whole life cycle of the application, we have introduced this advanced cluster security component. This component allows you to monitor your clusters and applications both at the runtime as well as during the deployment and during the building of your applications. So here are the major use cases that are covered by the solution. So you can see here that we have a tools to scan images for vulnerabilities. We have tools to monitor the network communication of running containers. We have tooling for monitoring the configuration of your applications as well as the clusters. We have a compliance engine that allows you to assess whether your configuration is compliant with most common security standards or best practices, like for example PCI DSS or CIS Docker and CI's Kubernetes. We have also the risk profiler, which provides you the more contextual and prioritized information about the most risky components that are deployed to your cluster, so that you can focus on fixing the most important issue. And finally, we have also the runtime detection and response component that monitors constantly your cluster configurations and detects some misconfigurations or security vulnerabilities that could happen either during the deployment of new applications or during the runtime of the existing applications. So the ACS is a Kubernetes native solution, so it runs entirely on the Kubernetes clusters, and it is dedicated for monitoring the Kubernetes based environments during the whole life cycle of the running applications, as you can see here, starting from the building through deploying up to the runtime of the application. So the third component of OpenShift platform is Red Hat QA, so the container registry. So it is pretty obvious that when you containerize your applications, you will need to have some image registry where you will store the images that will be source for running containers on your container platform. And in order to avoid having too many registries that are separately accessed by your clusters, we propose the solution to have a central image registry, corporate image registry that can be replicated across different data centers, and that could be a single source of truth of all the images that can be deployed to your cluster, so that you can have a full control over what kind of images will be deployed to your OpenShift cluster fleet. So the fourth component that is really optional for the OpenShift Plus platform is Data Foundation. So this is our software-defined storage solution. So again, it's very common that your applications will require some persistent storage in order to persist the state of the application. In Kubernetes world, this means that you might need first of all, your application might need some different type of storage. So it could be file, could be block, could be object storage, and also you might have different access mode requirements. So you might need to have a single storage single volume that will be shared between the application, or you might just need to have a one volume per each application instance, which in Kubernetes world means that you might have either read-write many or read-write once storage solution. Also, the OpenShift components like registry, like the metrics database called Prometheus, or the log aggregation solution, they also requires persistent storage to store the data. And in order to solve all those storage requirements, we have built a unified storage solution called OpenShift Data Foundation, which is based on the Ceph storage, software-defined storage technology. This solution has been fully containerized, so it can be deployed as a set of containers running in the OpenShift platform, and is supported on any type of infrastructure. So not only the on-prem, but also in the public cloud environments. You can leverage the same storage solution that can provide you the unified experience on any type of the infrastructure. Okay, so I have briefly introduced you the OpenShift Plus platform, the three major components that are included. So advanced cluster management for Kubernetes, for multi-cluster management, advanced cluster security for Kubernetes, for multi-cluster security, and Red Hat QA for global images registry, as well as the data foundation, so the storage solution that you can use to persist different types of data within the OpenShift clusters. But also talking about the hybrid cloud, also I would like to mention here that we also support in OpenShift different types of workloads. So as part of our strategy, I already explained you that with OpenShift we provide a unified user experience across different infrastructure, so either public clouds or private clouds, or even the edge locations. But also we want to provide you the hybrid applications platform, so the platform that can run different types of application. So first of all, what we provide is set of tools that can be used on OpenShift running in any type of hybrid cloud environments. So those tools includes the different type of application specific runtimes like the service mesh or the serverless components. This includes also the tools that can help you automate the CI/CD or DevSecOps processes, so the OpenShift pipelines, GitOps, builds, and set of developer tools that can be leveraged by developers, so the developer console, command line interface, code-ready workspaces, so the IDE that is built in OpenShift, as well as set of plugins for different popular IDEs, and the developer sandbox, which is a kind of lightweight version of OpenShift that can be deployed by the developer locally or can be used in the shared public cloud environment. And last but not least, we also provide the support for the application level monitoring or observability using the built-in Prometheus database, metric database. We also provide set of middleware components that can be used in OpenShift to implement the business logic of your application, which are divided into three groups. So we have the runtimes, which consists of the frameworks or the runtimes to run different Java and other type of applications. Then we have the integration, which provides the capability to implement different integration scenarios for your applications, and the process automation, which allows you to implement different business process automation and decision management solutions using the Drules and the JBPM containerized runtimes. Then we also have built an ecosystem of partners that allows you to run different stateful components, so the applications that either store data or are processing the data. So here you can see some examples of the solutions that starting from the databases, relational databases, and also other types of databases through different data processing and analytical solutions that could be also deployed on top of OpenShift and offer and provide you cost-effective platform for data processing. Then we have the OpenShift virtualization component that allows you to run not only the containerized workloads but also the virtual machines. So if you have an application that consists of some virtualized components and you would like to run them on the single platform without any need to implement additional networking communication between the new containerized platform and the legacy virtualization, it is also possible to deploy those components, virtual machines, on top of OpenShift. Of course, this requires the bare metal OpenShift deployment. So either on-premise bare metal or public cloud bare metal environments are required to run this type of workloads. So the OpenShift virtualization is based on the well-known KVM kernel-based virtualization solution, which has been used in Red Hat virtualization solutions for many years. So both the Red Hat virtualization and Red Hat OpenStack platform are using the solution to run virtual machines, and we simply build a different management layer based on the Kubernetes capabilities in order to allow deployment and run time for the virtual machines in OpenShift. So the other type of workloads are sandbox containers. So sandbox containers based on the Kata containers are basically combining best of containers and virtual machines world. So this solutions allows you to run regular OCI containers in the dedicated virtual machines that can be deployed on top of the Kubernetes cluster in order to let you in a more strict way isolate your container from other containers running on the same host. So for example, if you would have some untrusted container that you would like to run isolated on dedicated VM with separate kernel and full isolation from other containers, you can easily run it on using the Kata runtime, which will deploy it as a regular QEMU process. So again, using the KVM technology. And also we do support different we support multiple ways to deploy Windows native workloads. So with OpenShift virtualization, we are certified provider, virtualization provider for Windows, Microsoft Windows Server and Windows operating system. We also provide .NET Core runtime, which allows you to run the to run as a Linux container .NET applications, but also we support Windows containers. So what it means, it basically we do allow to deploy additional worker nodes that are Microsoft Windows based, so that you can run on the platform also the native Microsoft Windows containers. This concludes my presentation. So I hope I have explained you what is the OpenShift Plus platform, what are the new components added to our offering within OpenShift Plus platform. And I also I hope I have explained you that OpenShift is a hybrid cloud platform that allows you to deploy the same environment, container and virtual machines application platform on different types of infrastructures, as well as it allows you to deploy different types of the applications which could be either containerized or virtualized, could be Linux based or Windows based within single environment and single container application platform. So thank you very much for your attention. I hope you enjoyed the presentation and have a great rest of the day.